Today, the consumer has more control, more information, more choices. Market forces change literally overnight. In that context, what is the state of marketing today?
To quote the Chief Marketing Officer of Procter & Gamble, today's marketing model is broken. And that's a pretty harsh verdict from one of the world's most sophisticated marketing companies. So I think you have to sit up and take notice. Our conclusion, looking at 100 companies, is that conclusion is a correct one. The model is broken, it's going to have to change, and it's going to have to change to make things faster and leaner.
In the summer of 2009, you, Dr. Shaw, and Dr. Philip Kotler of Northwestern University published a manifesto called Rethinking the Chain. In it, you conclude that marketing is the least efficient process in business today. Would a chief marketing officer even know that he or she has a problem?
They'd know if they looked at their competitors. Most CMOs look at their competitors because they want to compare their brands with their competitors' brands. What we're advocating is that they also compare their marketing process with their competitors' marketing process. This is something completely new that companies haven't done before, but in the future, the efficient marketing companies are going to be those that compare their processes with their competitors' processes.
What does this framework look like?
The framework, firstly, gives marketing a new purpose, and that purpose is driving profitable demand. Why did we give it a new purpose? Because we felt that marketing had too many different aims. Some marketing's to raise awareness, some marketing's to drive advocacy, some marketing's to drive loyalty. And there just seemed to be too many purposes. So firstly, we said, no, marketing is about driving profitable demand. The framework then looks at the process by which profitable demand is created. It begins with ideas. Those ideas then get produced, maybe into advertising, maybe into promotions and so on. They then need to get distributed into the marketplace, and finally they drive profitable demand. And it's that joined up process that we wanted to look at.
In 2008, you completed a research study, Return on Ideas, in which you reported the results of studying the marketing operations of 100 regional and global companies. What is Return on Ideas?
Return on Ideas is a framework that we feel all companies should adopt. Of course, all companies have ideas, they have great ideas. But what they don't do, and what we advocate they should do, is they should predict what value those ideas are going to add, and they should then follow through once those ideas are out in the marketplace by demonstrating that their predictions are right and they're adding value. Let me give you a simple example of this. Diageo, the drinks firm, has such a framework. Every major project, managers have to predict the value created, and they have to set aside some funds to measure and demonstrate that those ideas add value. Today, they've tracked thousands of projects, and they really know much better which ideas worked and which didn't.
What should be on the agenda of the Chief Marketing Officer today?
3 things should be on the agenda. Innovation, as always, is top of the agenda, and I think there's going to have to be more and more innovation in today's and tomorrow's markets. But the second thing on the agenda is going to be cost, because the cost of that innovation is going to be crippling unless marketing learns to be leaner. And the third thing on the agenda is to make sure that that lean marketing is driving results, which means profitable demand. So those are the 3 new agenda items for tomorrow's marketing.
If a chief marketing officer recognizes the need to rethink marketing operations and calculate return on ideas, how does he or she go about it?
The first step is to gather together all the players, all the constituent stakeholders. This may be marketing staff, it's probably agency staff, it may be someone from finance, it's probably someone from sales. And put them together and ask and answer this question. Are we efficient enough? Could we be more efficient? Could we be faster? Could we be leaner? A day discussing those sorts of questions usually generates lots of great ideas. And it's funny, although those sorts of players get together to discuss brand and advertising things, they very often don't discuss fastness and leanness. And yet a day will very often generate tons of good ideas. What do you do with those ideas? Well, the next step is to say, well, let's compare ourselves with our competitors and let's benchmark ourselves. We've got these ideas. Are they really as good or bad as our people say? By looking at your competitors, sometimes you'll find, yes, I'm really good at this. No problem. Other times you'll find, no, our competitors are much better than us. We really have to improve. So in the second step, you generate a list of things that you probably want to improve. That is, if you can solve them. So the third step is looking for solutions, which again go back to saying, what do people do in practice to solve these problems? And if you can find practical solutions that you can implement fast and efficiently and cost effectively, you then prioritize them and you take them step by step through to a series of solutions. So the third step is solving it. Very often they struggle to do it themselves. The reason is they don't have the comparison with competitors. So they may have lots of good ideas, but if they don't know what competitors are doing, they're stuck. So bringing in someone who actually knows that landscape of what a competitor's doing provides a lot of help that you simply wouldn't be able to get yourself.
Why is it important to track and report on return on ideas?
Return on ideas is important if a company is going to be profitable. Returns are about ideas that generate profits for the company. So you really have to check for every idea whether or not it's driving profitable demand. If that idea isn't driving profitable demand, maybe next time you should do a different idea.
Why is marketing operational efficiency important to the marketing organization?
Efficiency is about two things. It's about being fast and it's about being lean. Fast is going to be more and more important because our markets are changing faster and faster. And unless our marketing is fast and nimble, we simply won't keep up. If you take blogging or the social media generally, you have to be faster than ever, chasing those trends, chasing the Twitter, chasing all the stuff that's out there. But you're not lean, you can be fast, but you'll be burning money. So you have to be lean as well, because if you don't keep track of the costs and make sure that you're spending your money wisely, you won't be profitable. So you have to be fast and you have to be lean.
What disruptive trends, technologies, or strategies are likely to affect the marketing organization over the next 5 years?
Social media is probably going to be the biggest. We sometimes say social media are like the sun crashing into planet marketing, and the explosion from it is going to be devastating. Advertising is already shaking from the impact, and it's just going to get tougher and tougher. Other media will change as well. Shopping habits will change, and I think if marketers think that they can do what they did last year and the year before in the future, they're wrong.
What is the role today and tomorrow for technology in marketing?
Technology is already important in marketing in many areas, and it's going to get more and more so. As the markets get faster and more complex, marketing is going to have to learn lessons from factory automation. And although marketers quite rightly would resist saying marketing will ever turn into a factory, it's going to have to pick the best bits of factory automation. Because in factories, things got faster and they got leaner as a result of automation. And I think marketing will succeed only if it gets faster and leaner, and it's going to need technology to do that.
Would imposing a framework like ideas to demand chain stifle the creative side of marketing?
No, it wouldn't. Ideas are central to the ideas to demand chain. We haven't said get rid of ideas. But what the ideas to demand chain does is it imposes what we call creative tension. So in other words, it is that tension between creativity and objectivity that you're trying to achieve. And creative people often welcome that. They say it's great to have someone judging our process, and it's that creative tension that actually makes the creativity better.
Why did you choose to partner with MarketSphere?
I chose to partner with MarketSphere, firstly, because MarketSphere has a great track record in marketing process. I could have chosen creative companies, and creative companies are really important, but they don't always understand process, and MarketSphere has a great track record in process. I think, secondly, MarketSphere has an enviable client list, And it was great to be able to take an academically rigorous framework and put it in the hands of successful, experienced process practitioners.